God looked at everything he had made, and he found it very good. Genesis chapter 1, verse 31. The first book of the Bible takes us back to our beginnings and boldly asserts that we are from God, a God who created not from necessity or for self-glorification, but from love. Other religions attempted to explain the phenomenon of the universe in a variety of ways, but violence, greed, and ambition tainted the motives of other accounts. God moved the sacred author of Genesis to understand and convey to others that love and goodness were the only motives in God's activity. Everything we see around us, including ourselves, comes from a God of love, who wished only good to exist. Since creation has been placed in our hands, it is our obligation to see to it that what came from God returns to him in the same condition. And so we must ask ourselves, do I use God's gifts properly, or do I squander the inheritance of the universe? Surely the ecology movement is one way of exercising good stewardship over creation, but there is something even more basic. Do we take the time to look at and marvel at God's handiwork? Are we moved by a beautiful sunset or a starlit night? Do we see God's providential, ever-renewing hand in a gentle rain or a cool, fresh breeze? Most importantly, do we take time to thank God for making everything so good and for making us? Do we ever say those beautiful words of the psalmist anymore, I give you thanks that I am fearfully, wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. Yes, God made everything. He saw that it was good and gave it to us. What are we doing with it? Heavenly Father, you created this world of ours out of love for us. Help us realize that we must carefully watch over your gift. Assist us in loving one another because of your love for us. Never let us lose our sense of awe at the beauty in the universe, which is but a foreshadowing of what you have in store for those who love you. You shall love the Lord our God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your strength. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 5. Here we refer to the first and greatest commandment. Many people today have lost sight of the significance of this commandment. They so want to stress our love of neighbor, which is not only good but necessary, that they forget the love of God must come first. Why? Because in the order of nature, God made a relationship of love with us before we ever knew another being. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. If we put God in the first place, everything else comes into focus. Still another cogent reason for a primary and unequivocal love of God is based on human experience and sound psychology.